What's your passion? What's your purpose? What do you want to do with your life? I couldn't help but ask myself these questions because I'm a planner. I plan my days hour by hour, and I've been doing so for over a decade. Now, that might make me sound like I'm a type A person, but I'm actually not, unless the A in type A stands for anxious. I don't plan because I'm organized or ambitious. I plan because it gives me a sense of comfort and control over the uncertainties of the future. So imagine my panic when my college graduation came and I, the planner, still had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. For those of you who can relate, I have good news. We're designers. We solve problems. And why not use your design thinking skills to help you discover what you want in life? Here are 3 tools for your life design toolkit: reframing, yes and collaboration. Our assumptions about life and work are not always correct. And that's where reframing comes in. As many as 80% of people don't have a clear vision of what they want in life. So we can reframe the question, what do I want to do with my life, to what do I want to do next? Here's what I thought should happen after college. I should get a full-time marketing job that I love and that makes a difference in the world. Here's what actually happened. My grandma got sick, and I moved across the country to live with my family while she went through treatment. Anything that I thought I should be doing was put on pause. So whenever you think to yourself, I should be doing X with my life by now, ask yourself if that belief is true or if it can be reframed. Reframing reminds us to release our grip on our plan just a little bit because that plan could always change. So you've reframed the problem. Your next tool is yes and. And we usually use this in the design process to help us expand on others' ideas. But when it comes to your own ideas for your life, do you say yes to them or do you shut them down? My anxiety makes me someone who shuts my own ideas down a lot of the time. But all it took was one little yes and to change my life. A year after graduating, as my grandma thankfully entered remission, I had this nagging idea that I wanted to travel. But that wasn't sticking to my plan of getting a full-time marketing job at all. I couldn't shake the idea though. And so I decided to say yes to it, and I moved to Thailand and became an English teacher. Now, I'm not saying that every idea you get or anything that comes your way should be something that you say yes to, but if there's an idea that lights a fire in you, maybe even one that scares you a little bit, could you consider saying yes and? The final tool for designing your life is collaboration. When I first became a teacher, I struggled. I spent my days teaching in person, my nights teaching online, and hours lesson planning in my free time. Some teachers are laughing because they know. I was burnt out, and I was feeling like I was letting my students down. Until I realized I wasn't alone. The teachers around me had so much passion and knowledge to share. And so I started to learn from them, and I tried out the things that they said worked for their classrooms. And around the same time, I came across an online community called TPT, where teachers could share their resources with each other. And for the first time, I was using tried and true lessons instead of making things up from scratch every time I taught. As I iterated on my teaching methods, I started to see my students grow in their language learning. And it was all because of the collective wisdom of other teachers. So when you're stuck, remember that collaboration can help you get unstuck. You just have to be willing to ask for help. I'm still a planner, but I no longer get anxious when I don't know what I'm doing with my life, because I can only ask myself, what am I going to do next? And teaching actually helped me discover the answer to that question. For the past few years, I've been working for education technology companies that give teachers the resources they need to better support their students. Remember that platform, TPT, that supported me while I was a teacher? I'm now on their marketing team. Yeah. So even if the steps that you're taking seem totally unrelated to your original plan, they could be leading to a future that's more connected than you thought. You can't know the outcome of your life, only your direction. And how you find that direction is by trying stuff, reframing your beliefs, saying yes and to your own ideas, and collaborating with others. Designing your life is an ongoing process, but with your design skills, you're already perfectly equipped to handle what comes next. So I leave you with this question. How might we approach our lives like designers?